Well, when you first hear that you have cancer, you don't believe it.
It came as quite a shock.
And when I was told that it does stun you, there is no question that it sort of sets you back on your heels.
And you go through, as a patient, a period of initial shock when you hear those words.
You have to call people and tell them I've got cancer, because even that's hard. It's hard to imagine. It's hard to call your wife and say, you know, you're probably going to be able to cash in on that life insurance policy.
The word cancer conjures up so many negatives, primarily based on fear and the fact that in some ways it's a death sentence.
It's hard to call your children and say, you know, I may not be at your wedding.
First year is a tough year, and I think the toughest is when they say you've got cancer, and here are the type of treatments, and you are overwhelmed.
Immediately, the first thing that you do when you've been hit with a very advanced disease is you're looking for the wonder cure or the miracle cure that might exist out there somewhere.
There were other answers to prostate cancer than just surgery. And when I brought that to the attention of the physician, he became very angry and said, well, if you're not going to have the surgery, you should just go get another opinion from someone else. And I said, thank you, we will. And that really started our journey.
When it's dropped in your lap and it's you, I think initially it looks like a tangled ball of yarn. It is confusing and discouraging, and you're not in a good emotional state to deal with that sort of foolishness. But all you can do is find the end of the yarn and just start picking at it and pulling it apart and start to exercise some control. Then that's your victory.
When I got the cancer, I became the CEO of my cancer. Because when you're a CEO of a corporation, you make decisions, you are the leader, you make the plans, you're a fighter, and that is what you do with cancer.
You shouldn't be afraid to find out. Knowledge is power. And if you find out that you have a certain diagnosis, you should explore the options, and you should be clear about facing it head on.
You can mourn for yourself a little while, but don't take too long doing it, because cancer does give you a deadline.
It's a battle. You got to fight it. You take on the best thing you can. You try to arm yourself. Most of us would say you have another arrow in the quiver that you pull out to shoot at the target. And cancer, of course, is a target. It's not my cancer. It's a cancer. Telling your child is very tough, you know, that there's an odds that you might not make it to see them graduate from high school, you might not see them graduate from college, or get married or have their babies, or you might not see all those things. I mean, that's a reality. But the thing is, are you going to bury me now, or am I going to live now?